Persons are allowed to motivate their vote at the voting. However, when saying for or against, you may not add anything to those two words. Members are allowed to briefly motivate their vote when voting, and I know in some cases this has been interpreted wrongly. However, it's only when you're saying for or against, you may not add anything to those words. So you may not add, give your motivation and then say, I am extremely for, or those kind of additions. In Dutch, it is stated, zonder bijvoeging, when you say voor of tegen, without any addition, but you are allowed to motivate your vote. So what we have done, and that's the correct way, is when you vote, you are able to motivate your vote, and when you finish your short motivation, you say for or against. So that is what we will do, and as I mentioned, we will start with number 6, and number 6 is MP Theodore Heiliger. MP Heiliger, I just want to repeat for clarity's sake, members wishing to motivate their vote, do so when I call your name, and then you say either for or against without any additions. So MP Theodore Heiliger. MP Tamara Leonard.
For.
MP Sylvia Matzer.
I would like to motivate my vote.
Go right ahead.
Madam Chair Lady, we reached the point, as we all said, that it's either going to go left or right, or there will be a decision taken. Decision has made. The motion is brought to remove the Council of Ministers. Whatever reaction they will have towards Parliament, that's the choice they will make. All I say, God be with us all. I will always still remain and still say one thing. I was for all of us working together. Too bad that in here we have proven different. And I vote against.
MP Franklin Myers.
For.
MP George Pantoflet.
Madam Chair, to motivate my vote. Madam Chair, the motion itself is completely contradictory to what the performance of this present government is. The fact that they talk about a confrontation, Madam Chair, is not a confrontation. It is taking a stand to ensure that in the future, that this decision that is going to be taken by the new majority does not hamper the future people of St. Martin. Madam Chair, time will tell. I vote against this motion.
MP Romeo Pantoflet.
Against.
MP Hyacinth Richardson.
Good afternoon, Madam Chair. I would like to motivate my vote. Madam Chair, a government that sits in office just about a year. A government that took the people of St. Martin seriously, and a government that came into government, and the previous government that was there, and the Democratic Party, left a bill on the people of St. Martin. And that bill was the SZV that I established when I was commissioner, and the pension fund, up to $67 million. This new government have brought that amount down to about $28 million. Imagine with this government back in office, what will happen? Our pensioners won't be able to get any pension, and our insured persons with the SZV will not be able to get their Medicare that they need. Madam Chair, I voted against this motion. I thank you, Madam Chair.
MP Franz Richardson.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I'd like to motivate my humble vote. Madam Chair, during the deliberation of this meeting, I've listened to my colleagues, and I listened keenly. And I read the motion what the motion is expressing. And when you go outside, you walk outside and you look outside, the motion don't reflect outside. So, Madam Chair, what I see, where we have came from to where we at, I'm very proud of being part of that government that has continued to bring light to the people. Madam Chair, I noticed one of my colleagues said there was 3 people he was intent to put a vote of no confidence on, but I realized he left out 1. But that is a dynamic will play out when it comes to voting against certain family members. Because there's always 8 ministers, but one of them couldn't pull the trigger on what he said he was going to vote against 3 ministers, the one in The Hague. I vote against this motion here today. And that is a dynamic that's play out. I thank you.
Thank you, MP Franz Richardson. We have next in line, Dr. Randus Rudolph Samuel, MP Samuel. MP Samuel?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Madam Chair, I would like to motivate my vote. I would like the people of St. Martin to remember one sentence that was said here this afternoon. And the sentence is, I didn't promise anybody a roof before Christmas. Madam Chair, when you fight to take over the responsibilities in these times, and then you can get up and tell the people, now that we throw down the government, I didn't promise you a roof before Christmas. Madam Chair, that piece cannot be stricken from the records. That piece will be clipped, Madam Chair, and that piece will be continued to be shared with the people of this country. I vote against.
MP Sidhad Bijlani.
For, Madam Chair.
MP Chanel Brownbill.
For, Madam Chair.
MP Claret Connor.
For, Madam Chair.
MP Perry Gerlings.
For.
MP Sarah Westcott Williams, 4. The results of the voting is for 8 and against 0. This motion is accepted.
Cannot be corrected.
We have, did I say against 0? Then I apologize, it's no. We have 14 votes cast, 8 for, 6 against. Motion accepted.
Hey guys, did you know that now with Telcel, if you accumulate $25 or more within 1 calendar month, you get 15 more?
15 more?
Yes, 15 more, however you want.
So I can top up $3 now, $10 next week, and so on until I reach or pass $25?
That's right, get 15 more.
Wow! I feel like a 15 again.
Yeah, right. Accumulate $25 or more within 1 calendar month and get 15 more. Telcel, when you want more.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
I'm trying to contain my emotions because it seems like all of this kind of span out of control because of one person, which is not so. It's the 8 of us trying to form a new government to do the best thing for St. Martin right now. When you look at the country, I'll take my time too. When you look at the country right now, I don't know if people just walk up Sucker Garden, people are walking in different neighborhoods, people just talk to people, because I don't see people talking to people, but when I around people just talk to me, because I'm simple and I always be all over the place. I'm kind of emotional because to me I'm taking indirect shots from people who know better, and even if I decide to so-called jump ship, I did it for a conscience of the people of St. Martin. I didn't do it for a conscience for myself, because a superstorm hit, a super hurricane hit. We just sitting down fighting with each other inside here. I the youngest one. I supposed to set an example for whoever want to come in here and be a new parliamentarian. I supposed to set an example. If it's not me, it's the other young man, Arian. But I'm here. I don't know where he's at. I stayed for the war. I'm not disrespecting him, but I stayed through the war. You know, I'm a man that's real. I'm a man that's want to see change, and I cannot just sit down a whole year, 2 years, 3 years, and just say, okay, let me sit back and collect a check. That's not my conscience. Honestly, the first year in this whole disaster could start with me, with my case, and I'll show you all what was going on with that. But it was a rough year. You know, I don't want to take this personal, but I'm just going to explain you how this lead up to this. My first year was to read, to learn, to do everything to get my, how you say, my career up and running in the right way, and it backflipped on me. I don't know why, but it just turned around in a way like, I don't have time to read enough, I don't have time to get the information, I don't have time, I don't blame nobody for it, but at the same time, maybe it's God. But all of a sudden now, a hurricane hit, boom, all we do is bicker back and forth in here about who want me in power, who don't want me in power. I make the decision for the people of St. Martin. I make the decision, I step up as a young man, whether I'm nervous, whether I'm brave, whether I'm frightened, I step up as a young man and make this decision for St. Martin, for the betterment of St. Martin. We don't have no funds, so how we expect to just sit down and tell the people, okay, you know what, re-election for instance, or whatever stunts or whatever's going on. But I don't care. If I don't make it back in this re-election, I stood by for my people of St. Martin, and that's what counts. Thank you.
People all across St. Martin are switching to a more rewarding experience. The WIB MasterCard Fun Miles credit card, better known as My Card. Earn 1 Fun Mile for every $2 spent, even abroad and online. This will quickly get you a ton of Fun Miles to redeem for travel, shopping, food, fuel, and much more. But there's more to My Card. Worldwide acceptance, an EMV chip for extra security, and 250 free Fun Miles with first use. Switch to My Card today at WIB.
Fun miles from within your reach.
Hey guys, did you know that now with Telcel, if you accumulate $25 or more within 1 calendar month, you get 15 more?
15 more?
Yes, 15 more. However you want.
So I can top up $3 now, $10 next week, and so on until I reach or pass $25?
That's right. Get 15 more.
Wow! I feel like a 15 again.
Yeah. Right. Accumulate $25 or more within 1 calendar month and get 15 more. Telcel, when you want more.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
I think that when you look back and you see how fast St. Martin rebounded from the most vicious storm we've had in history, how fast we came back. In fact, it was so fast that even the Prime Minister or the Minister of Kingdom Affairs of the Netherlands, in a letter, wrote complimenting St. Martin with its bounce-back ability, which they recognized how fast the people of St. Martin, putting their shoulders under all the work that has to be done, brought St. Martin back to a situation that was amazing. Amazing in that if we look next door at Puerto Rico, up to this minute as I speak, 70% of the people of Puerto Rico still do not have electricity. 50% have running water. But I don't only have to look at Puerto Rico. I invite you to look at St. Thomas, the French side of St. Martin, Dominica. Compare where we are today compared to where they are. And we got the brunt of the storm. So in terms of work, steps taking to deal with this vicious storm, the worst in the history of St. Martin has done an excellent job. Now that has been muddied, the water has been muddied somewhat because you always have these situations. I never thought, for instance, that President Trump would be elected as the President of the United States. But he shocked and surprised everybody that he was. He did get elected. And the question is, how come? Why? And when I listen to the news and I hear that through Facebook and Twitter, 126 million citizens of the United States were influenced by Russian organizations who through Facebook, who through Twitters, who through messaging on social media reached these 126 million people. Then I can understand how Mr. Trump got elected. Facebook, social media, is a powerful medium. Influence the thought pattern of people. But if you take reality, when I talk as far as Irma is concerned, and we look and compare what we've done, where we are, where others are, there cannot be any doubt that we have done a fantastic job. Notwithstanding who says what on social media, notwithstanding fake news, notwithstanding stories, and there's stories that are told, and if you don't get behind each and every one of the story, they live their own life, and then you elect a Trump. I am satisfied that we have done, each one of us, the job that we needed to do. One other clarification I'd like to give, because people also misunderstands and misinterprets that. When we had the Island Council of St. Martin, the Island Council as a council acted as a collective body. They made collective decisions. In country St. Martin, since 10-10-10, that changed. We no longer have collectivity in government. We have ministerial responsibility. And each minister is responsible for his own ministry. In other words, I can't walk over to the Minister of Vromi and tell the Minister of Vromi, I want that roof fixed. That minister have the responsibility with his organization to bring proposals to the Council of Ministers as to how he would like to tackle certain things, whether it's cleanup, whether it is repairing roads. That's his area of responsibility and authority. I can't interfere with that. He cannot interfere with mine. So we have also, as far as social matters are concerned, there's one ministry responsible for that. And I cannot tell that ministry what they should do as far as social services are concerned. I can say, as come, if a proposal comes to come, that we approve $1.5 million guilders for food, and comes approves that, then it's that minister and that ministry who has to execute that program. And how that is executed, it's his responsibility. I can't interfere with it. The same thing holds good with distribution of tarpaulins or providing emergency homes as a social matter. That concerns that ministry, not finance, not Vromi, or not any of the other ministries. This silo, because that's what it is, silo separation in government is one that was purposely and intentionally organized in that manner. And the minister leading that particular ministry is liable and responsible under the law for whatever goes on in that ministry. And other ministers cannot interfere.